Hi guys, welcome to the new video of this series. So in this video we're going to discuss the command called sed. So this is a very important command and it's used by many peoples, and what I can say is, so let me discuss what is sed command. First, it's like a stream editor. The name of this is stream editor, and in Linux you can think of stream like as a file editor. So you can edit a files with sed. Now questions come, why you will not use cat or vi? So without opening a file, let me write, without opening a file, if you want to change a file, that's where you will use this command. Okay. Now the syntax of this command is very simple, and there are many uses of this command. First, let me give you the syntax of this command. So syntax is like normally like we have for every command sed, we have, and then we have options. Then we need to write some script, and this is not some script that you think of in your mind like so many lines and so many words. No, nothing like variable and nothing. So there are some predefined keywords, or I can say variables or functions in sed only, that we need to use here, and we need to write a script using those keywords and variables. It's very simple. You will enjoy learning those keywords. And after that you need to give a file. So how sed will work is, from a file there is some data inside that file. That data sed will take and perform action whatever written in the script. It's very simple kind of command. Now there are many options in sed or keywords in sed. First, let me give you those keyword names. So, or syntax name I already given you. So whatever the script you will write, there is some particular syntax for that script. So sed, then options. Then to write a script you need to open with single quotes and close with single quotes, and in between whatever you write is your script. It's same like the last video we discussed awk command, and in awk command we have little bit difference. With single quotes we have this curly braces also, and here we have only single quotes. So that's how the syntax of sed command. And now the keywords come into play. So there are many keywords or options we can use with sed command. First option is s means substitute. So as the name suggests, only if you want to substitute some data in your file that you are giving as input, then we have to use s. Second is, if you want to if you want to delete some line, then you need to use d. If you want to add or insert new line, then I. If you want to append line, then a is a symbol basically. And one more thing in s or in d you need to understand is, you obviously, if you are giving some file in file, let's say you have a word called Dikshant, and inside this if you want to substitute with something this word, then first you need to tell Linux, or you need to tell sed command that this is my word that I want to replace. Now obviously you need to tell the word from which you want to replace. That's obvious basically. Now let's move to the console screen and discuss everything. So in sed I have two files here. We are doing the practical on this first file, and if you see, these are the lines and these are the words. And if in sed I am not using any option, I want to directly use some script. So obviously single quotes start and single quotes end. Then I will use a keyword of sed only, that is s. Now s means substitute. I want to substitute in my file. Now what is that substitute? What is that word that I want to substitute? I need to give that. So there is some syntax of substitute keyword also. You need to give / after s, then the keyword name that basically you want to replace with some new word. So what is the name is Dikshant, and to tell sed command, then that's it. The word that I want to replace, and it's here. For that you need to again write /. Now with what thing you need to replace? Let's say I want to replace with my home name, let's say this. and to tell SCD again that yeah, whatever the word I want to from which I want to replace this the whole Dikshant as a word, so that word is again I completed, and to tell SCD command we need to put again the forward slash and then the file name. So let me very quickly give you a syntax thing. So as this some word I'm giving here, after that again slash and some word and this in a single quote, because this is a script of mine, and to use a script or create a script I'm using the predefined keywords of SCD command only, that is S. So that means substitution. Now I'm substituting what? I'm substituting this to this. And why this forward slash we kept here? So after S we given this forward slash to tell that whatever I'm giving after this slash, that word I want to replace. So which word? Dikshant as a word I want to replace. Now to tell SCD command or Linux that this word, this Dikshant as a word I want to replace, and it completes after this T. So to tell that it's completed, or to to differentiate two words, like from which what I want to replace first and from which I want to replace, to differentiate those I'm putting this slash again. Now the new word that you want at the place of Dikshant, and forward slash at the end of this. This is mandatory. If you don't give, it will give you an exception of like it's mandatory or your completion is not done, something like that. Let me show it to you. So it's basically like a syntax we need to follow. See, at the last I removed slash, it given me some unterminated thing, like your command or script is not terminated. Now again I put slash. See, so what you can see is, first I have so one more thing I want to tell you. SCD is a command that is basically do your changes temporary. Now what does it means is, whenever you run the command on the terminal, so it will do the changes and show the changes on console screen, but those changes are not in their file. That means those changes are not permanent. If I show the first file to you, see, even though at a first word before DevOps I have a word called Dikshant, and that is replaced by this Shri. Now your mind is asking question like why this is not replaced, or why in the single line this word is not replaced, but in the here we can see that this word is replaced. So in a single line, if you have a word more than one time, it will replace the first word only. Now if you want to replace all the words, it doesn't matter in one line we have 5, 10 or 0 words, but in the file whatever the words we have with this keyword Dikshant, I want every word to be replaced by this. When there is another symbol or keyword in SCD, after this last slash you need to give G. G means globally. Globally I want to replace Dikshant with Shri in the first file. If you now see a difference, in the first file also it got replaced, but if I remove the G, see again Dikshant is as it is. We can use number also. G is like globally. Doesn't matter in one line we have more than 2 or 3 or more than one word that we want to replace, or in a file we have 1000 or 1 lakh words or 0 words. It doesn't matter. G means everything. If we match the pattern Dikshant, it will replace. If you can use number also. I am giving 2 here. What 2 means? First 2. Or not first 2, only the second occurrence of that word Dikshant I want to replace. So only the second occurrence I am replacing. Now I can use these keywords or number together also. Like how? So if I give 2G from here on the top, if you see Dikshant is as it is, and this Dikshant is also as it is, because this is the very first occurrence. The second occurrence we have here, so that is replaced, only the second occurrence. But I can collaborate these words and symbols. So 2G means from the second occurrence, or from the second word, from the wherever you find the second word Dikshant till the end word, means after second occurrence, how many occurrence you have doesn't matter, replace every occurrence with the new keyword Shri. That is meaning of 2G. Okay, and now I want to show you one more thing. So there is one option, not option I can say, that is a keyword again of SCD. So let's say I am doing this substitution only of this Dikshant H3, ending that keyword in the first file. So this already I want to change it globally. So let me write G here. Okay, it's done globally. Now what I want is, I want whatever the changes in whatever line, like line number 2 first is changing, in line number second last it's got changing. So how many lines you are changing, I want those lines. So there is a keyword called P. So see, the first line it given or printed 2 times because it's changing the first line, and this second last line it printed 2 times because it's changing there. But it's very confusing, like it's giving those files also that it's not changing. Okay, so what I can use is, there is an option in the -n. What -n will do is, -n will duplicated line, whatever the lines we are changing by -, it will print only those lines one time. See, as you can see, this is the first line you can match, and this is the second last line you can match. It's not changing in the file, as I told you. How we can change in the file, that I will tell you in some time. There is an option for it. But if you see, if you match a line, whatever Dikshant is there in the first line it replaced, and in the last second line it got replaced. So that's how the -n option will work. Let's say this is the first file, okay, and I want to replace, or I want to perform some script, substitution script. I want to replace the Nidhi as a word with Nidhi, okay, and this in the first file. So if you see here, we have Nidhi in the first line, we have Nidhi in the second line, and we have Nidhi in the last line. So I want to replace every Nidhi with Nidhi. Okay, it got replaced. As you can see in the first line, it's Nidhi. Again here it's Nidhi and Nidhi. And if I use a P as option, and then only I want to see the change lines, then capital -n. So see, these 3 lines got changes. Now what I want is, I don't want Nidhi as a word to change in everywhere in every file, in every line. So for that, what I can use in sct command is, I can specify a line also. So let's say I want to change in second line only. So what you can do is, sct, I want to write some script, that's why open and close. Then you can specify a line number. Let's say I am specifying line number 2. In line number 2, what you want to do is, I want to substitute this Nidhi to second Nidhi, and this close in the first file. See, it replaces here, not in the first line and not in the last line. So it replaces in the second line only. That's how we can specify the lines also. We can give a range of line also. How we can give is, after this 2, let's say you can give a range by separated with a comma. What you can do is comma, and till line number, let's say you want to give 8. It's not a good practice. I'm just assuming or understanding you, giving you understanding. Line number 8. So what you can see is, in the first line the word is not changed, but in the second line and the last line it got changed. But this is only a very small file. You don't know how many lines are there. So you can't give an end line as a number. So there is an option to represent the end line, that is $. See, again it's got changes, not in the first line but in the second line to every line. Okay, this is giving a range. Okay, and if you want to change in only the last line, then you can remove this range, and $ is represent the last line. See, only last line is changed now. So this is how we can use substitute. Now there is one more keyword similarly to S. In std we have that keyword is Y. Same like S, we are telling after S by / that yes, this is my symbol. Same after like Y, we need to give / to tell that yeah, Y is my symbol and that is ended. Now what Y will do is, it will replace characters. So let's say I want to replace the capital D with small d, and obviously First we are giving what we want to replace as a character, then slash to tell that this character is ended, what we want to replace. After that forward slash we need to tell like from which words or character we want to replace, and to tell that that particular character is also ended, again forward slash and quotes close, in which file, first file. So that's how we are doing. And if you see here, it's doing D here, D here and D here. So this is only about like one character we are replacing, but let's say I want to replace I also with O. So now you will see a difference. In the Dikshant, after I we have replaced I with O. In the Nidhi we replace I with O. So let me give, we can give multiple also, like, and it's working like let me tell to you, if you are using Y to tell this is a keyword ended, this which character you want to be replaced by which new characters, and then this. So let's say I given A and B and here C and D. So it works in parallel, like A will replace by C and B will replace by D. So I'm doing this now. One second. What it's saying to me is extra character after command. Okay, this is how it will work. One second guys. Yeah, for Y command different length, correct, I got it. For I we need with O. CC, that is my mistake only. See, wherever I is there, it changes to O. That's how the Y will work. Now what you want to do is, you want to, let's say you will discuss already the range and everything. Now the point comes is how we can delete a line. So to delete a line, the keyword we have in SCD is D, only D. Okay, now in SCD again I want to write a script, then D, then this, and first. So it will, I am not giving any specific lines, I am just giving D as a keyword. It will delete every line. That's why it not printed anything. Let's say I want to replace end line. So you know end line is represented by a dollar. See, and if you see here, Nidhi is the end line and that is deleted. Same whatever we discussed earlier. Let's say you want to delete the first line. See, first line is deleted. You can give a range also. Let's say D means delete. First means first line. Dollar means end line. So you can give range also, as we discussed, that from first to sixth line I want everything be deleted. See, that's why only last line is there. Not this. If you see, if you count the line, only this last line remain as it is. So that's how you can delete also. And to give a multiple scripts in SCD, we have an option called -E. So let me tell you what I'm saying is, first script I'm saying is I want to substitute Dikshant with small Dikshant, or let's say Shri. Close, this script is closed first. See, everywhere it's changed. Let me use G, everywhere it got changed. Same way, if I want to use second script, that second script is I want to replace or substitute Nidhi with Nidhi. Okay, what it given me, it's giving me no such file or directory. So it's taking this as a directory. But I want both to be work as script. That's why the option is -E to run multiple scripts. Okay, one second, we can give like this. Why it's not taking up? No such file or directory. I'm not giving you file or directory. Or maybe what we can do is, in this option we can do like S this. Okay, and then option to S maybe by this. So maybe the option got changed, but yeah, you can search on Google and get this. I don't want to waste the time on checking the documentations and everything. One last thing I want to tell is, as we are passing a file, we can take input from the normal terminal by pipe symbol also. If you don't know pipe symbol, you can watch my 23rd or 24th video, I guess. That is, you can check on my playlist, and how pipe works you will come to know there in very detail. So here I am passing SED. What script I want to write is, I want to substitute here Shri with good boy to bad boy. So good I want to replace with bad. This close, unterminated, so we need to give end slash also. See, it replaced good with bad, so that means it's taking this as input. Okay, so we can